once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for a new game today. So I've been playing God of War on the channel so far, but I do have a varied selection of games to be playing. If you're interested, in what I am going to be playing, there's a schedule on the Twitch schedule section of my channel. So please do go and take a look at that. But we're going to be playing possibly like my favorite game that's been released this year, Dyson Sphere Program. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with it, if you do know of games like Factorio or any kind of like crafty buildings, well, less of the survival on this one, but yeah, crafting and building kind of games. Think Factorio in 3D, and you get Dyson Sphere. It's such a good game. I've sunk in hundreds of hours into this game, and it only came out. I think it was January, maybe February this year. But it's super cool. So the objective of this game, well, is to build a Dyson Sphere. What is a Dyson Sphere, I hear you asking? Well, you can kind of see part of one on screen now. So a Dyson Sphere is one of those things that you often see in kind of sci-fi movies where they've built like a ring around a sun that's used to try and grab all of the solar energy and provide power. There's a better view of it. So yeah, we are going to be building that a long time in the future. It takes a while to get going with this, but half of the fun is kind of building and problem solving and figuring out more efficient ways to do things. Anyway, I will stop yammering and get on with the new game. I've not picked a seed cluster to be going with, so let's just randomize it a few times and let's go with that one. Ooh, actually, that's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit nicer. All the stars are in a more centrally located kind of region. It's not going to become relevant until a fair bit into the game why I want it like this. But yeah, we'll leave it like that. So 64 stars. I am just going to boost the resources up to 1.5. I like a little bit of leeway. I don't want to completely game the system by whacking it up to unlimited or even times 8. That would be too much, I think. But 1.5 times the normal amount of resources, I think, is okay. Now, as I say this, I am praying for a good start where we land with some iron and some copper resources. But we'll see. I would normally skip this, but in fact, you know what? I'm going to skip it. We don't need to see me flying through space and hearing some voiceover, so you can press escape and skip the prologue. Just land straight down on the planet where you're going to start. Well, I gotta say, I am not disappointed with this starting point. It's got a little bit of everything, and by little I mean little. Well, actually, plenty of iron, a tiny bit of copper. But to be honest, a tiny bit of copper is not such a bad thing at the start of this game. So the first thing we're going to do is recycle the landing pod that we came in and get some resources from it. I'm going to be trying to talk through the things that I'm doing as the game is going by. We can, for the most part, just ignore this fella that's talking because I'll talk you through those things. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way of turning him off at the moment. Auto-saving interval. No, he's just going to talk. Ambient sound effect music volume. No, that's all fine. Yeah, okay. He's just going to be talking every now and again, but we'll ignore him and we'll get going with what we need to do. So first things first, we need to set our tech up. So this is the tech tree. There are loads and loads of technologies to unlock as the game goes by, and then there's also lots of upgrades for the mech suit that we're wearing. Well, I suppose we're not wearing it. We are the mech. So yeah, this game doesn't have any kind of survival elements. You don't have to get food or water or breathe oxygen. You are a mechanized unit. But yes, we'll get going with or set up at least the text that we want to get started with. So first things first, the only one that we can. Let's let's add that one on. And then the next one we want is automatic metallurgy. So we'll queue that one. Then we want basic logistics, which is here. And I will be explaining what all of these are as and when they get unlocked and what they do and why we're using them. But for the time being, I'm just going to queue them up. So we want basic assembling, and then we want electromagnetic matrices. Is that right? Sorry, I'm just reading through my notes, and yes, oh, there it is. I was just too blind to see. And then thermal power is the final one, which is right here. Can we put the next one on? Yeah, we can put the next one on as well. So the next one we'll want is the mech upgrade, which is in here somewhere. Mech upgrade. Maybe it's been updated. So it has been a little while since I played this. I think it's probably going to be this one, the mechanical frame. I think they've probably just changed the tech. No, so mecha core level 1. We requires mecha core level 1. Well, we have oh no, we don't. That's why. That's the one I wanted, mecha core. Okay, cool. So with the tech setup, let's actually start having a look at this game. So we have iron resources here, we have copper resources here, and those are the two that we want to get started with. We also are able to craft a couple of things from inside our suit. He says, struggling to remember the controls, having not played it in a while. What we'll do immediately is we'll just put these hydrogen fuel rods into our suit because they'll provide power, which you can see along the bottom here. And we're just collecting some iron to get started. So let's start having to think about what we want to build. Well, we want to get this research done, so let's build some of these, and let's build 10, and let's build 10. We'll also need some circuits down the road, but first we'll have to go and get some copper. So let's go and get him to do that. So the things I'm hoping to get done in this playthrough, set up an initial base that will just give us the bare minimum necessary resources we kind of need to be able to do other things. Then hopefully we'll set up a little mall. Those of you familiar with Factorio might know what malls are. Essentially, they'll provide all of the kind of materials that we use on a regular basis. So it's, yeah, a shopping center, as we would say in the UK, but yeah, in terms of this game, people tend to call them malls. Let's do some of those. Okay, we need circuits now, so yeah, but let's keep going with the copper while we're looking in this menu. In fact, we want to get that up to 10 and build plenty of those. And then we'll add some circuits as well. So am I an expert on this game? By no means. I will be frequently going, oh, why is that? Oh, that's why it's not working. I've logged a significant number of hours in this game, so I'm reasonably familiar with what I'm doing. I'm not going to be speedrunning, as you'll have guessed by the fact that I've not even built anything yet. But yeah, I'm relatively familiar with this game. So we are gonna. In fact, we have one power, but we could do with maybe having one more, and then one more of those as well. So while those circuits are building, I'm going to go back, and what we're going to do now is place our first building. And the first resource that we really want to get going with is the iron. So yeah, normally if you just click R, it goes round in 90-degree angles, but if you hold Shift whilst pressing R, you can kind of fine tune where you want it placed so that it hits more of the nodes here. So you can see I managed to cover all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. as the guy just told us, it's not powered, so let's get ourselves a wind turbine just placed down right next to it. And now it will start auto mining that. How's the other one coming along? Oh, we must have it. We do. Let's place this down as well then, so that we can start auto mining the copper. Again, it's power, so let's place that down. Okay, so now we don't have to keep mining manually. These items will do it for us, which is grand. Okay, what do we need next for our technologies? Well, we can see that here. So it tells us we need circuits, which we've got 10 out of 10 of, and we need some cogs. So let's, or are they called? Yeah, they're called gears. So let's throw 10 of those on, but we don't have enough iron to do 10. So let's go and collect those resources. It's just provided for us, and we'll get the copper as well. So yeah, the initial stage of this game is literally just getting yourself set up with the very basic resources. So the very basic resources are going to be the circuit boards and the electromagnetic magnetic coils. Sorry, and that will allow us to make our first type of technology. Which is the blue cubes. We'll talk more about those a little bit later. So you can see at the moment that our technology is being powered by these components, which is why I'm focusing on building those. But as the game progresses, and in fact very soon, in all fairness, we are going to start needing different types of research materials. Let's do it like that. So what I've just placed down there are smelters. So at the moment we are having to smelt the ingots in our suit, but again, that's not really going to keep working. So we don't want to mine the resources ourselves. We don't want to smelt the resources ourselves. What we do want is machines to do it for us. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of difficult to narrate with this guy in my ear. So I'll just explain everything I've done. So I put a conveyor belt out from the iron miner. We've placed down 2 smelters to make ingots, and we've put down 1 smelter to make rings. The rings will be going over here to join with the copper so we can make more of the magnetic coils. And the ingots here, where will they be going? Let me refer to my notes. They will be going, well, one will be to make gears and the other will be going to circuits. So we'll do this one to make rings. Do we have, but we don't have the things that we need for our technology right now. So let's actually focus on that. Let's get some more circuits on the go, and let's get more gears on the go. Just make sure, in fact, we've probably got, yeah, we've got a big chunk of, okay, we've got a big chunk of copper. We could probably do with more iron in our inventory though, just to build things that we don't have. So in addition to the conveyor belts, I've put some sorters going off to each of the different smelters. So they'll just pick up resources, drop them off, and then this machine will not quite. That's why. Okay, power. Power is an issue. So yeah, these machines are not powered, which obviously isn't good. So we can build these little pylons, and it will transfer the power from here to over here. Now, as you can see, all the buildings are saying we don't have enough power to be able to power them all properly. So let's get a couple of these wind turbines on the go. As you can see, having to build a bunch of stuff to make that possible. So I'm going to see if I can, actually, I'm just going to cancel those off, and we'll pick up the resources that we've already built in the hope that they will be able to do it faster. Let's see, 5, close enough, that'll do. better than the wait time that we had earlier. Marginally. Oh, in fact, yeah, no, we can get it much quicker. Again, let's get rid of those. Again, let's add those on. Okay, it's just waiting for the coils, and we can't auto-produce the coils right now, so we won't worry about that. We will need a few more of these smelters for the copper, so let's say 2 of those. Unfortunately, we can't build it because we need stone. Let's find some stone. So initially, I'm just going to be harvesting the stone that's on the ground rather than actually finding nodes. You can queue this mining up, so if you hold shift whilst you right-click, it will go over to everything that you click on. So we're just going for the stone right now. Just need a little bit of that in our inventory. See that our power is slowly ticking down, which is a problem. So what I'm also going to do is start harvesting some trees. We'll be able to use the wood and the leaves and hopefully some organic crystals. Should we? Yeah, we picked up a few organic crystals there. Yeah, we'll be using those to power the mech suit for the time being until we have a better set of resources to keep us powered up. So to open the suit up, it's the C key, and then we'll just shift left click all of those things into the mech suit. And as you can see, the wood gets burned up very, very quickly, so it's not a particularly efficient fuel source, but it's what we have right now. Okay, let's again go and see what we need to build. What do we need to build? Got an assembler. We need smelters, so let's go for that. Let's say 2 smelters for now. Still requires a lot of resources that we don't quite have, so we'll just leave that to tick over. And in fact, we'll pick up those, and we'll pick up those in the hope that that will fast track it a little bit. Stick those back on. Yeah, that queue's a lot shorter now. Cool. Add some circuits on, and let's add some coils on as well, so that they can be kind of going in the background whilst we're trying to figure out what our next move is. So we do have a few conveyors left. So let's just pop that there. Let's get our smelters down. Did we build our power? Yes, we did. We got our turbines. So let's sort out our power situation. Not too precious about where these are going to go. Just got to be spaced apart. Yeah, if you can't place the wind turbines too close to each other, otherwise they just wouldn't work, and it won't let you place it for that reason. So yeah, we'll just pop down all the ones that we have. Got one more, and that should power us up. Now, one of the nice things with this game is if you do place something in error, or you need to move it later, it's very quick and easy. You can just demolish it and you get the item right back. It doesn't destroy anything, which is lovely. Okay, so we are missing some sorters for our smelters here. Let's make sure that they are smelting copper. So now we don't have to make copper by ourselves anymore. And we are missing some power on this one because we don't have a pylon nearby. So let's solve that problem next. Let's do 10 of them. Oh, misclicked. There we go. Let's do 10 power pylons, and we'll pop that there. So now all of those will work. Power situations have resolved themselves, so now we're constantly making all of the materials we need, so we don't have to do that on our suit anymore. We just have to make sure that we're picking things up on a regular basis. Excellent, 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 excellent. We do have a load of copper left over, so I'm just gonna stack a bunch of those on there so we can get rid of the copper ore out of our inventory. Okay, so we've got some of our very basic materials being automated for us now, which is a good start, but we actually need to do something with them. So that's why we use assemblers. Now, we don't have as many assemblers as I would like, so I'm just going to craft one more. But let's put some gears on the queue as well, because we will be needing those. And then a couple more ingots, again, just to get rid of those extra bits of copper we've got in the inventory. Cool. So we need to build circuits, and we need to build magnetic coils. So let's get on with that. So I'm more used to using the numbers that are down here rather than dragging and dropping from the inventory. Kind of got those more or less mapped out in my mind now as to which controls they are. How do we want to organize this? So we want everything going over to the same place. So I think I want my research to go here. So we're going to need to put, if we do that copper to there for the circuits, and then if we do that copper over here with the rings for the electromagnetic coils, that should work. We do need a bunch more conveyors because what I have is not going to last very long. So let's stack those in. So these are going to build the electromagnetic coils, and these are going to build the circuits. So let's get those jammed in. I'm going to put those down here, those to down here. Those will have to do a little bit of a jump to get over, but that's okay. So yeah, you can change the elevation of the conveyors, as you can see here. They'll skip up and over. Now let's see if the old trick still works or whether it's been patched out. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's kind of been patched out, not entirely, but sort of. Or maybe that was just me being inefficient. Anyway, yeah, so you can make kind of half level rises with the conveyor belts by just deleting a couple of sections. So yeah, the electromagnetic cores will go out this side and over there, and the copper ingots from here will go into here, and the copper ingots from here. Oh no, not copper ingots. No, the rings will go from here to here. Okay, all that's left for us to do is to add the sorters, which we do not have. So again, let's rack that up to 10, and we'll start producing some sorters. It's 1 for 1 with these, which is pain. So let's do another 10 on top of that. I think we're going to need a fair few to hook all of this up. So rings will go over to here, and then they will go into here. Ingots out of here, and into here. So that's all the iron hooked up. Then we want the copper to here, the copper to here. Just spin the camera around so we can see this a bit better. And from here to here, and the magnetic coils will go out there. And last piece there. Okay, so we're now automating rings and circuit boards. Now, where do we want them to go? We want them to go to research. So for the time being, we're just going to have one of these research facilities. Do it there. We're out of conveyors, so let's get those built, and then we'll add some more cogs on the end of that queue. Let's just restock. Got plenty of copper, so I'm not worried about that. But let's restock on the iron ingots. Okay, so into here, and those will go into here. We'll get sorters on the end of those. They haven't got power, so let's get some power. Oh, and of course we need sorters that will actually pump out the circuits, and sweet. Let's get that making the blue research. So we have the first of our types of research cubes being automated for us at a very, 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 very low rate at the moment, but that will improve with time. And in fact, because we're producing way more of these things than this is actually consuming, we'll go and pick up some of the excess so that our job is made a little bit easier while we're crafting things. Let's do some more gears because they're not being automated right now. Well, we can pick up those later if we need them. Let's just go ahead and do some more sorters. Let's do 2 more miners. Let's do, let's say 4 smelters. Let's add another research lab, and we do need some assemblers as well. But we are out of resources at that point, so let's see what we can collect. There is excess of these, but we can't build storage containers yet. Oh, yes, we can. Hey, great. So, got our blue research cubes being automated. Let's collect what they've made so far. And as you can see, the next piece of research, which is the thermal reactor, is underway now. We will have to keep on coming back to collect those. There is a way to, well, in fact, that's kind of what I'm waiting on. So when we build this research facility, rather than doubling up the amount of cubes we're making, we're going to get the research automated. So we'll put another research lab down next to it and then transfer the cubes into the other research lab, and that will kind of automate the research so we don't have to keep coming back and picking them up, which is a pain. Okay. So, not off to a bad start. Is there anything that I have missed that we should really be doing? Well, I suppose one thing we can be doing whilst we're kind of waiting for research to go is start to automate some of the stone materials. So, do we have a good stone node anywhere nearby? Not that I can see. Copper over there. That's stone. Oh, it's just small rocks. Coal. Not a good starting place for stone, unfortunately. For the time being, let's collect all of the bits that are on the ground here. Just so that we have some for one of the things that has already been built, in fact. Very good news. So I'm going to go and place down some storage. The reason being the circuits. Well, yeah, just so you can kind of understand some of the UI elements here. You can see on this assembler and this smelter and not that one, but they've got this yellow icon. It means that they're full up and they can't ship out any of the things that they're making because all of the conveyors are full. So what we're going to do is make some overflow storage. So we'll take it from this conveyor and put it in here. So now circuits will start to go into here, and then it can still build things. Now, we don't want this entirely full, so I'm just going to limit the number of circuits that it's going to store here. Oh, Okay, let's do what I said earlier and ship out the research so it's not just stalling. Oh, built it too close, so let's demolish that and replace it correctly. So it just needs to be a little bit further away. And then just a sorter from building to building, and select tech research, and now you can see that the blue cubes are being transferred across, so I don't have to keep coming back and picking them up. Let's add there we go. Of course it doesn't have any power though, so let's resolve that situation. How are we doing for power? Oof, not good. Let's get that solved with some coal power. So we did just unlock the thermal reactors. We only have one right now, so let me see if I can just craft another one. What do we need? Iron ingots, plenty of those. So let's just go and grab some of them quickly. Oh, a little bit too far away. There we go. Okay, thermal generator. Let's produce 2 of those. And what will we need? We have mining machines, I believe. Yes, we've got 2 of those, so that's good. We don't need processors, so yeah, that's it. I think that's all we need. Excellent. So where is the nearest source of coal? Probably this set here. So let's just take a stroll. I can see that my suit's power is draining pretty quickly, so I'm going to resolve that very soon as well. Yeah, as you can see, no fuel in the chamber. Right, we need to mine. So let's spin that round, hit as many nodes as possible. And we'll place this one down as well, because we will want to double down on this power output rather soon. Okay. So we're going to want to put it like that, and that, and that. Oh, I've got a feeling I might have to replace those. We'll find out momentarily. 3, F4. No, those work fine. Great. So we just need to get some power over here. So that, and like that, and like that. Okay, so coal power on its way. Let's see how that's generating now. Okay, so you can see that we went from around about 3 megawatts to almost 9. So going to be fine on the power for now then. Won't worry about that again. Okay, we are going to need a bit more fuel for the mech. So let's go and take some trees down. That will do for now. Again, still not ideal, but it's what we're working with. In fact, what I think I will do just for the time being, let's have a look at how efficient this is. So you can see that this keeps on getting backed up, and this is actually full. So I'm going to take all of that extra and we'll pop the coal into the mech as well, because that will be a much better fuel source. Excellent. So where are we at? Ideally, I would like to be producing a little bit more. Oh, that's where we're at. We need some technology. We've got nothing being researched at the moment. So let's have a look. Where were we up to? Okay, high efficiency plasma control. So that is technology. This one here. So let's activate that. And then we want communication control, which is an upgrade in here. So this will give us an extra construction drone that will fly out from our suit. We want smelting purification, which is technology, and there it is. You want steel smelting, which is there. We want drive engine, which is a technology. So this will allow us to fly. And then drone engine and electromagnetic drive. I don't think we even have access to that yet. Or maybe, oh yeah, we do. So that's our queue nice and full. So we'll leave it at that for now. Yeah, as I was saying, we would kind of want this to be a little bit more efficient. So I'm gonna build 2 more. Now, as you can see, it's wanting us to use glass to build these. We build glass from stone. There we go. Stone's over here. Let's take a walk over. And let's build. So we want a... Oh, we don't have a mining machine. Let's grab one of them. And try and hit as many of these nodes as possible so it's nice and efficient. That will do there. And then what do we want? How do we want to build this? So I want to do... Okay. So we'll want to build one of those, one of those. Then we'll want a cargo in the middle. So let's build one of them. And then we want an assembler, which we don't have. So let's build one of those too. Okay, so let's pop down our storage, and then we'll pop down another smelter. And we want an assembler here, I believe. Yeah. Let's place that as close as possible, and let's hook it all up. So that to... Oh, it's too close. No. Never mind. Let's try that again. So take that. Pop that there. Pop that. Feels like it should be able to place a sorter there, but it can't. Ah well. A few more conveyors so that reaches that into there. Want that onto there. That onto there, and that feeding into the assembler, but the assembler is also too close, so let's try that again. Okay, so what do we want building? We want... Okay, we want stone blocks being made here. Stone bricks, rather. We want... strangely, we want to build something different here. So we want glass going here, we want glass going here, and we want prisms here. And then we just need to hook up all the power. Again, I think we might just be able to get the power out here without having to build more. Just try and stretch it as far as possible. Excellent, exactly what we needed. But we will, of course, make more of those for the future. Okay, that's stone production up and going. Let's just take what it has now. Do that so it's saying half full. I mean, really, do we want... I mean, we don't need a ton of prisms. They're one of the less required materials in this game, but I'm not happy with it just producing 20 and then stopping. That doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. So, in fact, I'm going to build another cargo. And let's add a few more sorters because we're almost out. And yeah, we'll do... Okay, we're out of steel, so we'll have to go and fix that in a minute by going picking some up. But let's add that there, add in a sorter, and then just really, really limit the number of prisms it builds. I think that should be fine. Again, let's just take what it's created already and head back. So I have been trying to explain as much as possible as I've been going along, but if there is anything that I'm kind of flying by and not explaining very well, please let me know, and I'll do my best to go back and explain myself. Yeah, it's just saying it's full. That's fine. So we've got our power, we've got our blue technology, though of course we should have built, yes we did. So let's double the amount of blues that we're producing and then double the speed at which these research labs can consume them. Okay. So really, we've got all of the basic things that we need set up now. Do we want to add more power? Yeah, we definitely do. So before we start thinking about building our mall, let's, well, first restock and then build 3 power plants. Only allowing us to build 2, so we're out of coils. And in fact, we could do with an overflow storage for the coils as well. So let's just add one of those and place an overflow here. And just limit it down to about there. Get some circuits. Pick up a few more of the coils that are getting thrown in the overflow. So need one more thermal, and then we'll go and expand our power facilities. So power, and we want F5, spin that around, put those parallel. Then we want some conveyors and our sorters. Okay, so yeah, doing pretty good. So 15 megawatts total. We're kind of pushing at 8 when everything's working. So it's not a permanent thing. We are going to have to probably build more out here. But I'm okay with that for now. So let's have a look here. Let's pop that extra coal into the suit, and we'll do the same with that extra coal, just so that we don't have to worry about it again for a while. Okay. So power sorted, basics sorted, stones sorted.